Good night, everyone. Today is Tuesday, and December 13, around 10 p.m. New York time. Guys, like we say today on the forums, nothing new happens to the market. Technically, we were expecting U.S. dollar strength today. The thing is that got a little stronger, but technically the direction of the market was the correct one. Now, the U.S. dollar finally to the high right here. This is the U.S. dollar finally to the high on October the 2nd, which is the equivalent to 131.41 in the dollar case. So finally the high was taken, and I mean not that much change on the count. Even taking the high do not make this an impulse. This keep doing a correction or a corrective move. We were laboring right here, this A into the leading diagonal, and it looks like that diagonal it got one more leg as a triple zigzag. Honestly, I believe that that's the most reliable count that you can play. This is not a nest. This is not an impulse. This is nothing more than a series of three-way move to the outside. I mean, so the only change is that right here, we were labeling this here, and we were expecting the B right here. So now, the only difference is that we're gonna get one more leg higher. It looks like the dollar, like the euro, it did like a contracting triangle here in the middle. That's the one that I like the most. The alternative is not too much different. Is a little more like, I would say, A, B, C, W, S, A, B, C, and ending Y. But at the end, the dollar, like I've been telling you guys, is different than the rest due to the fact that the dollar do not make a new low, and I have 5 swing here. So, for now, guys, I'm going to be honest. For me, in my humble opinion, it looks corrective. It looks very well overlapping. I mean, I can prove the relationship like we did in the euro with the wave. Look, this leg is the 618 of this one. These two, they are equal, and it looks like these two, they are almost equal to, or almost equal right there, looking for the area around 80.51, which is 129.80 on the euro. Now, what's going to happen? What should happen after this new low or high? We should see a retracement in 3 weeks in the dollar before continuing to go higher. That's how we're seeing it. That's what we're seeing right here, and that's what we keep seeing it. In the case of the dollar, let me make it clear something. That from here, it can be counted as an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, and now within the wave 3 of 3 right there. From here, it counts very well as an impulse, not being the case in the euro. That's why we are assuming that that's not the most likable path. Because this, yes, you can count it from here as an impulse, but from here, you can say 1, 2, and guess what? This is a 3-way move. As much as you want to force it, as much as you want to do it, that's a 3-way move there. So better go with a double zigzag idea, in my humble view. Now, that's the euro, that's the dollar in the 8 hour. If we're going to take a look at the dollar in the 1 hour, this is what it means. I'm labeling as a triangle, contracting triangle, A, B, C, D, E, and then from here A, B, and it looks like Enix is a small high right here to end the move, due to the fact that from here you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and a marginal new high to conclude the move. The triangle means that it's terminal, and what I was trying to show you guys is, and I've been trying to say that for the last 48 hours, is that from here you can make the case of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and next to the outside. From here it goes where? Otherwise it doesn't work. Now, copper is doing exactly what we're saying, and possible that copper already find the bottom here around the 618 area, and we are expecting very soon copper start to rally, and consequently also the risk trade. Now, oil looks like oil is also in a bullish triangle when we have 3, 3, 3, another 3, and possible another 3 here to go bullish. So the movement in risk is so evident, guys, it's so evident that it's hard to make two things of a bullish dollar. So I'm sorry if at the end I finished to be incorrect, but I believe that it's very hard to be bullish the dollar with oil bullish. Look, this is a bullish triangle, S&P bullish, everything bullish. So let's see how it goes. Let's move on really fast to the individual pairs. On the individual pair, guys, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the pairs that they are clear. In other words, I mean, let's leave the euro and some of the dollars pair to the end. Let's better concentrate in what is a clear structure on the market. Let's start with the Aussie yen, a very risk pair, and you're going to see on the Aussie yen how from after 5 clears way you have 1, 2, 3, W, 3, S, then you have another 3, that's another W higher degree, S, and then you have A, B, C, and you have almost a complete structure. I mean, you have a correction after 5. The first target is going to be tomorrow at 77.34, and I do really believe that we're going to see a minimum, I mean, I would say this, a minimum risk of movement tomorrow before a bounce. And usually when the week start like this one started, which is all risk off Monday and Tuesday, the market gradually is going to start switching to a more bullish count. Let's see. So I like Aussie yen bullish for either 77.64 or a little lower 77 area. Very clear corrective structure after a 5. Another one, the Singapore dollar. Look, guys, very understandable, and this is what we meant. What we have from here. Remember, the Singapore dollar is the only US dollar pair that makes a clear 5 ways move from the high. That's maybe the reason why it hasn't taken the high of October the 2nd. Now, what do we have here? How many swings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 swing. Guess what? Ready to drop. So keep that in mind. I believe, look at the RSI, giving you divergence on the C way, and most likely this pair is dropping at any moment. What else? The euro pound, another pair that is very clear, even though it's a euro pair. Look, you have from the triangle trough, what you have? You have A, B, and then the C already. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost completed. What is telling you that at any moment this pair can rise in favor of the euro. What else? Clear. Dollar CAD. What do we have in the dollar CAD? We are in with the first part of the order. What do we have? Two ways to look at it. A possible 5 ways ending here, 3 ways back, right here, to the 618. Very clear. Look at the RSI. Great divergence between C and A. That's a sell. And that's also proposing the US dollar weakness coming in. Okay, what else? Around the market. Let me show you guys gold. I know that I have clients very interested in gold. And let me explain gold to you guys. Gold, guys, there is no definition on the biggest time frames. All we know is it's in the wave 4, and it can take any form. It can be, a triangle. It can be a double zigzag. It can be a double zigzag of a triangle. All we know is that from here, it looks impulsive. Now, in this structure, you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, and expecting 3 backs very soon and lower again. Let me show you now the 4-hour chart. In the 4-hour chart of gold, what do we have? Look, guys. What do we have? We have a 3-way decline, 3 backs, and then from here, what do we have? We have 3 here, 3 there, and we need to see if this one becomes a 5 or stay as a 3. Why? You have ABCWS, ABC. We mentioned that gold maybe is gonna reach 1600, which is the 618 of 76.4 of this one. After here, if we break below 1600, I tell you guys, a print below 1530, it looks like it's a given. So keep that in mind, because usually the C way of a triangle, if the triangle is going to be in place, happen at the 76.4 of the B way. So it's getting close to that area. That's for gold. Now, let's move on to the S&P cash in the 1 hour. Exactly what we say is going to happen on Sunday. On Sunday, when the market opened, it was right here, and we say the S&P is a sell. No matter what it is, this is corrected, and this is what the market is going to make. Now, what do we see on the S&P? We believe that the B wave got made here, and we believe that from here, we're going to make 3 ways and 5 ways on the S&P. And what we got, 1, 2, 3. That's what I say. Tomorrow, maybe a small consolidation in the money or a gap higher, and then the market is going to sell for the last time and going higher. That's technically what we like, guys, for the S&P. It's getting close to the 12-12 area that we've been talking since Sunday, and which is going to be the 1.236% of A together with C, and also is going to be the 50% retracement of the previous 5 ways. A very bullish areas to buy around 12-12. All right? If extended a little bit, and then the next leg, the next fibro is 1200, which is the 618 of the leg higher. Now, what else? Now, let's start to the big boys now. Start with cable. What do we like in cable? Well, in cable, we like this. We believe that cable is corrected to the downside. That cable did 3 ways here at W. Cable did 3 backs in a flat, and then cable did A, and then it did A, B, C, D, E, a contracting triangle in cable. This is a 3-way, this is a 3-way. This is a 3-way, This is a three-way. That's why it needs to be a triangle. This is a 5. So, that being the case, what level do you need to think or look in cable? You need to look for a level when C related to A. They're going to be equal at 154.40. That's when they're going to be equal. Now, from here, which is the trough of the triangle, what do we have? Let me go a little small, like a 15-minute chart, and you're going to see what you should expect tonight in cable. I see from there a nest, and I see 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like cable is going to look a number around, most likely 155.12, and from there it's going to drop lower to the final low around 154.40, and then from there it's going to bounce. You see, I see more dollar strength for tonight, but it can be marginal. I mean, let's see if I'm correct, and there is no another move, a strong move in the dollar tomorrow. No, that's truly what I believe. I mean, I don't want to be a contrarian, just trying to read according to my knowledge what I see on the chart. Now, finally, let's move on to Aussie first. What do we see in Aussie? The same than the dollar CAD. We see a 5-way move, 3-way backs. Look, I believe also there is another low looking for 99.34. And look at the RSI, guys. Look at the RSI, how is everything but bearish. It's telling me that most likely this pair is about to bounce. Now, what else? Let's move on to the euro dollar. Okay, the euro dollar, this is what I like. Like I say, I mean, we explain the video so all you guys should know what I means. Now, these two legs, it bounce at the equal legs right here. But I believe there is another low, most likely to around 129.48, or even a little more, like I would say something like around 129.87 area. Now, why do I say that? Very simple. You gotta go very small on the chart and go to the B way. On the B way, I'm sorry, this is the C way. What do you have on the C way? 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. But I want you guys to point out one thing, that this high here is the same level that you have right here. So technically you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swings from here to here. You need an 8 and a 9. If you take a look, from here, you trace, it went to the 261A on the lows, and then from here, you're gonna see that it's around the is sideways at the 3802. So most likely tonight at the London Open, maybe it's doing a triangle. At the London Open, this pair is gonna trust lower, most likely. I mean, you cannot mention for here. If you mention from here, let's see, the 618 comes at 28.85. That's a very likable area. 28.87. That can be the low on the euro, guys. 28.87, 28.85, even 29.48. That can be the low, and expecting a bounce from there. So that's what I got from tonight, guys. I hope you guys understand, every one of you understand, I mean, how hard it is, how hard we try. But like I say, at the long run, we got a good idea about the market, and most of the counts always come out to be correct. Sometimes we fail, we are humans, but one thing that you guys can never question is the effort that we put in those counts. Thank you, guys.